Not good. Still had the click track in 3 in my ear. Do not recommend that. Good morning, I'm Adam Bilsing and this is the Oregon Drum Project, where we do daily deep dives into every aspect of the art of drumming. Today is day 103 and our topic is 3 tips for moving through subdivisions. If you'd like to practice along with me, I'm doing some pages out of a book called Mastering the Tables of Time, pages 2 through 11 to be exact, and I'll be running them at 60 beats per minute and 75 beats per minute. So let's get to work. Okay, so here we are over at the practice pads. I talk a lot about the accented and unaccented notes out of this book here, Mastering the Tables of Time, but I haven't spent a whole lot of time discussing moving through the subdivisions, so that's what we're going to talk about today. The first handful of pages in this book, which I've been working out of for a while, mostly have exercises that move you up and down through the subdivisions, and by that I mean starting with 8th notes, going to 8th note triplets, then going to 16th notes, and then going to 16th note triplets, and then back down that same sort of times table, if you will. So there's 3 important things to think about while you're trying to move through subdivisions accurately. The first one is the click track, which I definitely recommend if you're practicing things like that. I have one going in my ear right now at 75 beats per minute. It feels like a part of me, and that's kind of the point. You want to internalize the click track. That's the first tip. Second tip here is think about the next subdivision before you move into it. So while you're playing 8th notes and about to move into 8th note triplets, start thinking about 8th note triplets. Try to get that into your head before you make the switch. And the third and final tip for today is wait for the 1. When you're thinking of the next subdivision, it can be really easy to start playing it before you actually get there. That's a tricky bit of this whole thing. So as you think of the next subdivision, wait for the 1 before you play it. So keep those 3 things in mind: internalizing the click, thinking about the next subdivision, and waiting for the 1. I'm going to play through exercise number 1 on page 8 here. It's very basic. It's got accents on the down beats, on all the beats I should say, and it moves you through these same subdivisions up and down through the tables of time. So I'm going to play it as an example, watch for those 3 things, and I'll see you on the other side. Alright, that does it for day 103 of the Oregon Drum Project. That's 103 days working towards my ultimate goal of ecstatic improvisation through technical mastery of the drum set. Big thanks as always to my producer, Mr. Silas himself over at Red 11 Media. Also, shout out to Los Cabos drumsticks. I'm using the 7A Red Hickory models, and thanks again to the Evans Real Feel practice pad. My favorite practice pad, can't do without it. So if you like what you've been seeing here and would like to follow along, go ahead and like and subscribe. Hit all the buttons below, thumbs up, whatever you got, punch those buttons. You can also follow along with me on Twitter at Dirty Bandana, over on Minds, also at Dirty Bandana, and you can catch all the details for everything about the Oregon Drum Project over at dirtybandana.com. That's it. I'll see y'all tomorrow.